I
Do
don't
I
know.
look like a health nut to you, Jason? Like one of those weird CrossFit freaks?
Hey, everybody, welcome back to Listography. Jason, Joe, and Krams are here. Just got done talking about Simon and Garfunkel, and we figured what better way to cap off the week than to talk about our all-time favorite musical duos. Looking into this, surprisingly, not that many great ones to choose from, I felt like, but I'm interested to see what you guys chose.
No, there's not a lot of great performing duos, or at least not as many as I anticipated. There's a lot of good writing teams and stuff like that, or, cores of a band that are two people, but obviously have a band behind them, like Tears for Fears came to mind. But, it's a whole group that I couldn't count them. Here are the ones I got. I got Daft Punk. So we're starting off some newer, more electronic stuff. I've got a decent bit of newer stuff on my list. I've got Tegan and Sarah, those terrific Canadian twins that put out just amazing power pop rock. I think they're vastly underrated. I've also got She and Him, Zoe Deschanel and M. Ward. I love their kind of just throwback sound. She does, kind of like almost like that Nancy Sinatra vibe at times. I think they've got a lot of really good stuff. I'm not a big hip hop fan, but my favorite hip hop artist, probably my favorite hip hop artist, is Mobb Deep. One of the best duos, which kind of after that is where I fall off the cliff with really liking hip hop. But I've got Mobb Deep, and then I've got June and Johnny Cash. And I know we haven't talked a lot about Johnny Cash yet. Eventually, I'm sure we'll do his listography. But I do kind of have like some sleeper messages about them where I almost prefer the duet stuff more than his solo stuff. But we'll get to that later. So again, it was hard to find them, but I think those are five duos that I greatly enjoy.
We had a little controversy about whether to include people like Steely Dan. They are included in Rolling Stone's list, but I figured for the sake of making this a little more interesting, because that's kind of an obvious one, that would be my number one duo of all time. So I'll leave them out. We got plenty more to kind of talk about. And it's weird because there's a lot of sort of country duos like on Grievous Angel, Graham Parsons, and Emmylou Harris were supposed to get billing on the album together, but Graham Parsons' widow decided that she didn't like that because she didn't like Emmylou Harris. But that would have been a good one because that is a great album. And there's more people like Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn had a bunch of albums. Tammy Terrell and Marvin Gaye had some great albums. But they're not really duos because they didn't stick together. It was kind of just like one-offs. So for my duos, I got to throw, I'm going to go with Hall & Oates on there. They're probably the most famous, biggest selling pop rock duos, ever. It's sort of synonymous with the Hall and Oates. After that, I'm going to go with the Carpenters. Had some really cool albums in the early 70s. Their cover of Superstar, phenomenal. I'm going to go with my favorite rap group of all time, Outkast, Big Boy, and Dre 2000. Put out some really great rap albums, really like the first rap that I was like, wow, I actually kind of like rap as a teenager growing up here in Pittsburgh. And then I'm going to do Death from Above 1979, two rockers from Canada. Really dig their second album, This Physical World. And then to finish the list, I think I have one more. I have a whole bunch, but I'm going to go with the Brothers Johnson, funk duo, Strawberry Letter 23, one of my all-time favorite songs, one of the best covers. They had a couple other hits, not, huge in the world of music, but they had some great funk tunes back in the 70s.
All right. Get into my five. You guys took a couple of my good ones, so my list is getting a little whittled down, but I'll go with First Aid Kit, a newer sort of Swedish sister duo, country singers. Really, really good, great harmonies. After them, I'm going to go with, how about They Might Be Giants, the two Johns, sort of weird 80s art rock, pop.
I could never get into They Might Be Giants. I tried a couple times, never worked. I don't know. I can't do it.
Well, they're not for everybody, but I think they're great. Number three, I'm going to go with Les Paul and Mary Ford. A lot of really cool songs like How High the Moon, Really enjoy them. Number 2, gonna stay old school with the Everly Brothers. Again, really, really great harmonies and great songs. My number 1, I'm gonna go with someone a bit newer, and I am shocked that Kramzer didn't have them on his list. My number 1 is gonna be Beach House.
Oh God, yeah. Wow, yeah. I'm shocked too. That was an oversight. I love Beach House, maybe more than you. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, Beach House is great. Victoria Legrand's voice is amazing. Music is super atmospheric and moody and awesome. So they're my number 1.
What were the ones we stole from you?
You stole Tegan and Sarah from me. Joe stole the Carpenters.
We all love Steely Dan, right?
Yeah.
Good. It's just before we get lit up in the comments for that, everyone here loves Steely Dan.
You were looking at me like you never heard First Aid Kit before. You never heard First Aid Kit?
Don't know First Aid Kit.
You gotta listen to the song Emmy Lou. It's one of my favorite songs of the past.
You said Swedish twins that do country or something?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, is it about Emmylou Harris?
It is.
I just watched Midsummer, so I'm staying away from Swedish stuff for a while. So,
all right, guys, thanks for watching. Leave some of your favorite duos below, and we will see you next time on Listography. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. See you in the next one.